What up, Houston, Texas? Is Monday and it's not a victory Monday. The Houston Texans fall short again. We are now 2-7, and to be honest, I was falling asleep yesterday watching that game. It was exactly what the Texans have been this whole season. The defense is holding up as much as they can, getting lucky at times, and the offense is nowhere to be found until it's too late and the defense is completely gassed because they've been on the field time and time again, and now they're not going to hold anything. So, yeah, man, I mean, Jesus Christ, I think we had 5 offensive drives where we weren't able to score. Now, we decided to kick on one of them. We decided not to kick on the other and punt. Then we decided to go on it on 4th down. All plays that really, in the order that they were made no sense, because fine, you start off the game saying, look, it's bad weather. Obviously, you guys know the game was postponed because of the hailstorm. There's videos on there already. I would have liked them to play in it, whatever. And so, look, the Texans are not choosing that to be an excuse, and it shouldn't be an excuse. If anything, it should have got them going and get their juices right. And they decided that they were going to be stagnant as they've been on offense all year long. So the first drive, they decided not to kick it because of bad weather or whatever, or because Fairbairn truly is not a clutch kicker and because you truly need a better kicker in there. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but someone has to say it. This dude, seriously. I've seen like worse kickers make bad weather kicks. It's just your job, bro. Just kick the goddamn ball. And so, they decided, you know what, we're not going to go for it. But then the play call, right? The first play call, I get it. They get a hand on it to Randall Cobb, but it's kind of like a pick play with Brandon Cooks. And it's like, bro, we don't have a better play than that. We have absolutely not a better play than that. Like, you don't got a ball you can throw in the air to Darren Fells or Kahali Warring, or like who by the way I think was active and he did not get a snap, or Brown, who ended up scoring later in the game. Like, we don't have any other play to a wide receiver that can catch. We don't have a reversal. Like, we don't anything else but that particular play. And then we go on 4th and down and we decide are against a better front who's already been giving you trouble. You're going to use Deshaun Watson. Like, this is what makes this coaching staff such a terrible coaching staff, and the reason why none of them should remain on this team when the season is over, including Romeo Crennel, who, by the way, the national media decides that he is a contender. No, he is not a contender. And the fact that the national media is now putting up crap like this only tells me that the person that ended up getting fired is the person that was feeding them info and is no longer in the building. So guess what? They truly don't have a source that is reliable in the building. And so now the local media is starting to get a step, I would say, above the national media, as it should be, because they are the local media. And so, the things that Aaron Wilson will put out, the things that John McClain will put out will probably likely be more accurate. Even Aaron Reese will be a lot more accurate than the national media is going to be. Ian Rappaport, I'm sorry, but that is just BS. There's no way Romeo Crennel is being considered to be the head coach. Look, he was just going against a club who ended up firing him, and you would think he'd put a better performance than what he did yesterday, and he did absolutely jack. So, I don't need any more New England. That stuff got to go, including Jack Easterby, who wasn't behind the biggest news this week coming up to the game, that Amy chick from PR who ended up getting fired. That's how sorry this team is, that a PR person is the biggest story coming out of your club. I mean, it's just absolutely terrible. And, man, I mean, you definitely need new coaches in here. You need coaches to motivate these people to change the culture. The culture in this locker room, regardless of how many times Nick Martin want to get in front of the presser and say, oh, we got good, working hard. Nick Martin, if you don't shut the... Honestly, I'd have traded him for that 6th-round pick they offered. Yeah, man, it is very toxic in that locker room. And to put it on top of that, you got a monster catch by DeAndre Hopkins, who I don't think he ever caught a Hail Mary with the Houston Texans. Not that we ever even threw one, to be honest, to him, a catchable ball at least. So, yeah, man, DeAndre Hopkins is going to continue to shine as we all predicted that he was going to be, because he is an all-pro. He is an all-star when it comes to the wide receiving position, and the best, to be honest, in the NFL. And we decided to let that walk. The other guy is now in IR and concussion protocol. Hope he stays there for the remainder of the season. And to be honest, even though Duke Johnson doesn't have the best of rushing, at least the dude demands some type of respect. At least the dude is fighting his ass off to try to gain some yards. I can respect that. I can get down with that. But that other crap that, oh, if they blow at me, I'm falling down, I ain't down with that. The play calling, man, absolutely garbage, bro. Absolutely garbage. This is why I know for a fact Tim Kelly has like 4 or 5 good plays in him, and that is it. People that said that he had a chance to prove himself and go somewhere else, the only way he's going somewhere else is if Bill O'Brien becomes head coach and wants to use him as a pawn again. Otherwise, get your ass back to college. This dude coached our tight ends for years. Do you even see our tight ends shining? Like, he can't even do the one job that he's supposed to be good at. I mean, the thing is frustrating, bro. And to waste another year with Deshaun Watson, that's even more frustrating. Now you got a bunch of holes on defense. You got a draft with a lot of unknowns because of the COVID season. You got to hire a great GM, and you got to change the culture, and then that GM has to bring a good head coach. They talk about it on the broadcast. Maybe it's because people don't want to come coach for the Texans because of how toxic this is. If there's a coach who is afraid to come coach because of the culture that already exists in this locker room, in this club, then you don't need him as a head coach, because he's not any good. A good head coach can turn that around in a second. And we've seen it with other clubs. So don't give me that crap that it's going to take a year or 2 years. As far as the culture is concerned, you can do that day goddamn one. Anyways, man, that is my spill on a Monday. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, hit the like, hit the share button. You know what it is every day, baby. It is H-Town. Let's get it.